Hi, my name is Matthew Bellisario. Thanks for coming by the BellisarioSonic YouTube channel from the heart of the Deep South on the outskirts of Birmingham, Alabama, where we talk about music and records, but we also drop the needle and listen to records 5 days a week. I do a new record review Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. There will be a new record review. I've got amassed quite a collection of record reviews now. And this is today's review is something that I didn't expect to be doing. And I really didn't expect to purchase this record. It just happened to be something I was scrolling on Amazon streaming and came across this album, and I was like, let me take a listen to this. It's a whole celebration of the Cole Porter songbook, which I love, all those standards. You know, Cole Porter's written over 800 tunes, and several dozen have become jazz standards over the years. So I decided to listen to it, and I really enjoyed the album. And I went on Amazon and looked, and it happened to be on sale, and I went ahead and pulled the trigger and bought it. So I'm going to be dropping the needle on something that I didn't expect to purchase, because this is the only album I have of Harry Connick Jr. We all know who he is. Grew up just hearing his music here and there, but never really got into his music or his catalog. So this was kind of surprising. I really enjoy the music on this. This guy's, of course, his reputation and his career speaks for itself. The guy's sold over 30 million albums worldwide. He's had like 13 number one jazz albums in the United States. Of course, he's been in all kinds of films, on television, Broadway, and not much needs to be said about him. So I'm going to open this up. We're going to listen to it. Hopefully we have a good sounding. This is a two LP set. There is a blank side 4, so you really have 3 sides of music here, all Cole Porter tunes. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Harry Connick Jr. and then talk a little bit about this record, because this is pretty interesting that he not only plays piano here and sings, but he also arranged all the tunes, and he actually conducted the orchestra for this. So everything on this is his vision of Cole Porter, and it's the first time that he really dove in to do one particular artist, a celebration of a particular artist on a whole album. So pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. It's a gatefold, and we're gonna have a listen and see how it sounds. And again, this is one of those cool, I love jazz vocals, and we really don't, in my opinion, there still is not enough attention given to male jazz vocals as a whole. And he just kind of eluded me, went under the radar. Really, as much as I'm into music and listen to all kinds of music and jazz, he just never really caught my attention for some reason. So that is changed now. This album has caught my attention, and we're going to open it up and have a listen. So let's pop this open. I'll talk a little bit more about him, just because I didn't know a whole lot about him. I know that he's from New Orleans. He was born in '67 in New Orleans. I didn't know that he grew up. His parents owned a record store, and he grew up, exposed to a lot of music. But I didn't realize that he had started playing so young, at the age of 3, publicly at the age of 5, and started recording at the age of 10. So, of course, he's also played a classical pianist. As a classical pianist, when he was 9, played Beethoven's Piano Concerto Number 3, Opus 37, when he was just 9 years old. So, pretty talented guy, and a lot of dedication over his life. So this is a gatefold here. Pretty nice jacket, it's, pretty nice cardboard stock. This is on the Verve label. And I didn't know he had been in so many movies either, 20 films. I remember Memphis Belle. I didn't realize that was his first movie, but anyways, a little trivia there for you. All right, let's see how these come packaged. Okay, they come in a slick inner sleeve with pictures, and information there on this side. So I'm going to pull this out and clean it off with some distilled water. There's the record. Hopefully this is a good pressing. Let me go ahead and pull out the other sleeve and show you, have a look. So, yeah, I was just listening to this, streaming it one day, and I really enjoyed the heck out of it. And I was like, wow, you know, let me go check this out online. I went on Amazon, and there it was, 2 LPs. It was on sale for like, I don't know, 20 bucks or something. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it. This is fantastic. I love this kind of music. I love the Cole Porter tunes. And, you know, I went online to read some reviews, and some people were kind of down on it. Oh, you know, I didn't like his arrangements and this and that. And, you know, sometimes I kind of find it funny how you get all these critics, how they're going to go back and compare it to other Cole Porter, you know, other people doing Cole Porter tunes, and then say, oh, they're not as good as those or whatever. Well, you know, first of all, it's a matter of opinion. Second of all, why do you want to hear the same arrangements that people have already done for years and years and years? I mean, Cole Porter died in 1964, and his tunes have been covered since probably, heck, I don't know, the 20s or 30s. And, you know, I think it's cool that he comes up with his own arrangements and everything. And I think the vocals are fantastic on this. So let's see how it sounds. Not enough rambling here. All right, so let's put on side A, and we'll talk a little bit more about this album. See how quiet the record is. Let's see if it's a good pressing, all that good stuff. Anything goes.
In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes.
Nice.
Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words. Writing prose, anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today. Well, most guys today that win the prize today are just silly jiggles.
Blank four side.
And though I'm not a great romancer, I know that I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes. Well, when Grandmama, whose age is 80, and nightclubs is getting matey with gigolos, anything goes. When mothers pack and leave for father because they decide they'd rather be tennis pros, anything goes. Just think of those shocks you've got and those knocks you've got from those blues you've got from those news you've got and those pains you've got, if any brains you got from those little radios.
Pretty nice sounding record so far.
The set that's smart is intruding in nudist parties in studios. Anything goes.
It's got, the record has a tiny bit of a warp to it. It's not affecting the play or anything, but it's not a perfectly flat pressing. Nothing that I'm probably going to send back at this point. It sounds okay. So far it's quiet. So again, these are great American songbook tunes of Cole Porter. Plays the piano, he sings, he's the arranger, he's the orchestrator, and he's the conductor of this album. It's a pretty dynamic sounding recording. Fairly warm.
Well, the world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black Cadillacs white today, day's night today, and that jet today, you gave a cent today. Once had several chateaus.
Surprisingly, a fairly warm sounding recording for a modern recording. I wouldn't put it on par with the Blue Notes or the crap recordings of those classic analog recordings. I wouldn't put it on that level, but for a modern recording, it sounds pretty good.
Man, anything goes.
Drums sound nice. There's good resonance. It's got decent depth. Again, it's not quite to what you would get on something like some of these old analog recordings like I reviewed on this one. But it sounds nice. The vocals sound really nice and warm.
I love Paris in the fall.
And the tunes are fantastic.
I love Paris in the winter when it drizzles. I love Paris in the summer when it sizzles. I love Paris every
So I'll
moment.
put these in anti-static sleeves, but I do like these
Every
inserts. These
of the year. I love Paris. Why, oh, why do I love Paris? Because my love is near.
So this was recorded by Ryan Hewitt at United Recording in LA. Mixed by Ryan Hewitt at Universal Music. Mastered by Eric Boulanger at the Bakery in Los Angeles, California. There's some of the information there. Got lyrics here. So yeah, nice sounding recording. I mean, this bass sounds nice. You know, I would say that it doesn't have quite that depth, that three-dimensional depth that you would have on some of these other analog recordings for sure. But it sounds pretty good. The mix is nice. You can hear everything. Doesn't sound cold. It's somewhere in the middle. It's got warmth to it, but it's, again, not quite what you would have gotten on these older analog recordings. But a nice listen, I think. I think it sounds really good. Drums, you can hear everything well. There's some resonance when it... And I like these arrangements. I really... Some great playing. Sunday record. Great, put on a Sunday afternoon and listen to.
I love Paris every moment, yes, every moment of the year. Oh, baby, I love Paris. Why, oh, why do I love Paris? Because my love, hey, because my love, ooh, because my love. Hey, because my love,
gonna put on the second record and play a tune off of that. I'm digging it. It's a nice sounding record. Again, the vinyl has a slight warp to it. It's nothing that I'm gonna send it back for. It's quiet, you know, and with this kind of music, if you had a little bit of noise, you probably wouldn't hear it. But I think it's a great sounding record so far, and I'm digging it. So great album to listen to on a Sunday afternoon. These great classic tunes. All right, let's put on side 3, Begin to Begin. So that's a great classic. Again, all these tunes on here are fantastic. So they're all standards, Great American Songbook, and I like his voice. I think the arrangements are fine, and the playing on it, of course, he's not going to have slouches for musicians. I can play, you know, a little tiny bit of noise here and there, maybe just a little bit. I heard a little bit. Like this record here, this one has a tiny bit of a warp as well. Again, it's not like it's like this, it's just very slight. You can barely see it. Of course, Cole Porter wrote a lot for Broadway and Hollywood, and over 800 songs Porter wrote. And of course, you know, again, you had Ella Fitzgerald did Porter songs, Frank Sinatra, Oscar Peterson, Anita O'Day. So many countless people covered Cole Porter tunes, and this right here is just another in that tradition. So. So I'll let this tune play, and then I'll listen to the next one and close out on You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To. So if you like these classic Great American Songbook, and again, this is the only record I have of him, and I'm glad I picked this up. So I'll probably go back and start looking into some of his into his catalog a little bit. And again, it's just one of these artists that I never really just kind of slipped by me over all the years. Never really paid a whole lot of attention to him. And so a welcome addition to the record collection. So go check it out. It might still be on sale. And if you like this kind of music, these standards, you'll love this. Yeah, so I'm happy with it. I'm definitely glad I picked it up. I appreciate you guys joining me on these videos. giving the thumbs up, subscribing, sharing the videos with other people, and hopefully, again, this will help you determine whether or not this might be a record you want to add to your collection. I love sharing great music with you guys, and that's what this channel is all about. A lot of other stuff coming up. Got Miles Davis Blue Note reviews coming up. We've got from Italy, all analog recording, jazz recording. This is coming up. Got a jazz fusion record review coming up. So, a lot of interesting things coming up.
You'd be so nice to come home to.
All right, folks, thanks for joining me. Again, we'll see you on another review. I've got other interviews coming up, so I'm trying to schedule more interviews with more musicians and talk to them about these albums that we're listening to on this channel. And that's something that I really want to focus on, is promoting new albums, working artists, and interviewing them and talking about the records so that they can get their music out there. We all love all these reissues, but man, there's a lot of great new music being made that's being overlooked. And so this channel, that's something I look to remedy. I really want to give more exposure to new albums, working artists, especially jazz artists. So I appreciate you guys joining me. Happy listening to all. We'll talk to you later. Yeah. Nice sounding record.